parade will advance. Right!
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Fitzroy, and you are?
I'm Sandra.
And where are you originally from, Sandra?
I'm originally from a small district in St. Mary, close to Port Maria, by the name of Grantstown.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do.
Are they still alive?
5 of us are. 3 passed away, unfortunately.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Mommy and daddy still around?
Both passed.
My condolences. What was it like for you growing up in that community from a financial perspective?
Yeah, I would say that growing up like in Grantstown, it have been like challenging, but looking on the brighter side, at least I've come out on top.
Okay, and schools that you attended?
I attended the Port Maria Primary School, then Aracobessa Comprehensive High School.
Okay, and what did you do after school?
After school, I went to St. Thomas. I lived in St. Thomas for like 2 years because I was doing like further education, like in terms of doing my GCSEs and CXCs, yeah. And then I went back to St. Mary. I applied to join the police force. And I also applied to join the military, but I eventually got through to the military first. So okay. I eventually joined the JDF.
Okay, so could you talk us through the process that you undertake to join the JDF?
What I did, I saw it in the paper. It was like the Gleaner, and then I wrote an application, and then after writing, it's like the first attempt I didn't really accept because they asked me to come and do a written test, but I didn't do that. So, but then I reapply again, and then it was about maybe 3 years after I went and did a written test, and then I just got through. I went to Newcastle. It have been quite many years ago, so I'm a bit like, yeah.
Okay. So, what was it like for you turning up on Newcastle?
For me, I was like just really want to do something because actually I really wanted to be a teacher. I think I am aspired to be a teacher, but I wanted to get out of the community, do something different, because like my family, I did really like feel like there was literally a role model there, so I really wanted to do something. So I just so when I went to Newcastle, I was happy. It's like, okay, this is a new beginning for me. So, you know, so I was a bit like scared at the initial, but then I started really looking and what am I going to achieve from this, and then I just push forward and do it. So
okay, so overall, the early side of the training, as in basic training, how did you find it?
I didn't like waking up too early, so it was challenging because waking up, getting to a new routine, PT, doing runs before breakfast, I find it really depressing. But then after there was like this, we have to do an initial 6 week, and after I did the 6 week and then we went on a break, I came back feeling really confident. So I was just like finding it really easy to go through. So yeah.
How long is your basic training in the JDF?
I can't remember. It was about 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not quite sure because it was like from 1994. But yeah, it was basically 4 to 6 months. I would have to verify that. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So on your passing out parade, could you take us back to the way you felt then on your passing out parade?
I was proud. I was elated. We were all wearing our khaki uniforms, you know, and like wearing those like little blue shorts and brown short like what the recruits would. So I was really feeling elated. So I was proud. We like took a bus, we took trips, like, you know, from my district, like we take bus load of people to come and see Sandra graduate. So it was amazing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long did you serve for?
I did, it was 5 years and 6 months, because at the time when I joined, we had a contract for like 3 years, and then we can like extend our contract like annually, like yearly. So I did like 3 years, then I'd sign again, sign another time, and then because I have annual leave, it's like it took me like 6 months, so I then go on my leave.
Okay, so what was your job spec in the army?
I was a military police.
Okay.
Yes, and then I was a clerk as well. I was like I do administration. In there they say admin or clerk. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that you could have two job spec
because I was a clerk in the military police department.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I eventually become the chief clerk. Yeah, in the end. Yes.
Okay. I see. Okay, I see. How did you find the JDF on a whole?
I like the JDF. I love it. At that time, I thought there was so much that they could do to really improve it. As a female, I used to think that there's not a lot for us. It was like very designated around females. We were just like doing clerical duties, being signalers and so forth. But in comparing to then and now, I heard that female have been like even driving trucks and like getting a wider aspect of job to do. But for me, I was so grateful that I get the opportunity to serve, and if I could do it over, I would do it so much better now, because sometimes I even feel like I've left it too soon because I know I was doing well. So but it was amazing.
So in short, you would say the JDF is more modern?
It is more modern. It's from day one. I think I would encourage anybody in Jamaica, if they don't have something to do, go and join the JDF, because it gives you that fundamental thing that you want to prepare yourself for the real world. And I think the training that I got, it helps me when I initially came to the UK.
And it can also propel you to greatness.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. I would encourage anybody to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I do appreciate.
Okay. Is there anybody you'd want to say thanks to for the development of your career?
Yeah, I would just want to thank, like, you have some positive people who have moved around. Like, for example, there is Major J.U. Lynch. He was my OC. It was my initial OC in the JDF. I really do appreciate him, because he was a person who saw the potential in me. He sent me on the cadre, the Lance Corporal. Then I got my first promotion like after a year, and then I really do, even today, he's like actively in my life, like in terms of, so I really do thank him a lot. And also my sister, I've got a sister here. She's the one who, when I first applied, she would be coming, see me during work, during training. She have supported me a lot, and I really do appreciate it. Yes.
That's good. What was the transitional period for you like from the JDF to civilian life?
It wasn't that complicated because I felt that I was ready to leave the JDF. It was quite fine. I did well. I just tried to use whatever I learned there. Even today, I try to apply all of those principles. So, yeah, it was quite fun.
Okay, that's good. So, what do you do or you're doing since you left the army, the JDF?
When I left the JDF, I initially went to America. I stayed there like 6 months, and then my sister was already here in the UK and said, Sandra, you know, you said you want to study, because I started studying for the AAT in the Association of Accounting Technicians whilst I was in the JDF, because I said I want to pursue a course in accountancy. And then I came here and I finished the AAT exam, and then I went on and do the ACCA exam. So at the moment I work in accountancy.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's good, that's brilliant. So what would you say to anybody who thinking that they want to join the army, but on the other hand they don't think the army is the right thing for them?
I would say go for it. There is no right or wrong in terms of it's what you use, because you will definitely learn something during the entire process that you can apply. So I would encourage anybody flat out, if that's what you want, go for it.
Could you briefly list a few things that would be beneficial to anybody who joined the army?
I think it is a great way to start your career, because I see it as like it is fundamental. It teaches certain principles that if you want to carry it on until further on in life, transition, it's good. So, and there's another thing, there are so many opportunities that one can get as well in terms of your education. You get the opportunity to further your education. There are so many people I know who was and are presently serving, and they like go to colleges and get a degree, and they get the support from the JDF as well. And I think that the medical as well, I think you get free medical, and you know Jamaica, the entire medical system. So once you go through the JDF, you can get your medical free. You don't have to worry about anything. And that you can also set an example, because you know in Jamaica there are certain places that you come from, people can see you, and when you join they see you as a role model, and that is very influential for younger people. So yeah.
What was it like for you the last day being in a uniform? What was it like for you?
I was literally hiding because I didn't tell people I was going. They would say, Sandra, where are you going so soon? So for my last day in uniform, I was literally hiding, because in my heart I feel like, you're not ready to go, where are you going? You know, so I was a bit like not sure. Yeah.
So you would suggest to anybody who decide to leave to have a second thought on it?
Think through it first, yeah, because I can tell like the challenges I encounter coming to a foreign country. So think through it, yeah.
Okay.
And plan.
Okay. So we have come to the end of our interview, and I would like to thank you very much for accepting this interview at short notice. Thanks.
Thank you.